All right, good afternoon. This is Fitting It In, Mobile Fitness and Nutrition, and I am just going to do a really quick tutorial on how to pop onto Zoom for my Silver Sneakers Crossridge people. Okay, so this is the email that you guys are going to get, and within this email, it is going to have a link, okay? And there are several ways that you can get onto Zoom, okay? But right now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this link. So we're going to click the link, and it's going to launch my meeting. Now you may notice I'm on a Mac, so I have all my icons open here, all right? And it works very similar on a PC. This is my PC, okay? But right now I'm on a Mac, and I am going to click Open Zoom in App. It's going to ask me the same thing if I'm on a PC, just so you know, okay? And then my Zoom app here will open, and it will start my video. Hi. Okay, and there I am. All right, so a couple things about the Zoom app. All right, since I'm the host, now the one thing that this did not do, because I'm the host right now and I don't have anybody else on here with me, is it didn't ask me for a password. But when you pop into the meeting on Thursday, it will ask you and prompt you for a passcode before this screen actually appears. And I'll go over that in a few minutes, as well as the passcode, so never fear. Okay, but real quick, while we're in the Zoom meeting, I just want to go over a couple things. Okay, so down here in the very corner is your microphone. I do need you guys to mute your microphone. Okay, the muting of participants' microphone helps for me to not be muffled when I'm talking to you guys, because every time there's a peep or a noise from a participant's microphone, I will hear that and everybody else will hear that, and it'll disrupt the video a little bit. So make sure that you are muted when you enter. The other thing I need you to make sure is that this video here is clicked to on. So I need to be able to see you. It's very important that I can see you guys. You can click on my video and make me the spotlight so that you see me. But I should be able, what I'm going to do is put you in what's called a gallery view, which means it'll look kind of like the Brady Bunch squares. It'll look like all these little squares of people that are participating in the video, so I can see all of you. But you can click on me and highlight me as the only person that you can see. You may see some participants across the top. I don't remember, honestly. When I have my kids, I can see all of them up here, or if I put it on gallery view, but you should be able to see me. I should be the biggest screen, and you can click on me to highlight me. Okay, but I do need to see all of you, so that is incredibly important, okay, to make sure that everybody's doing okay and everything like that during class. Okay, so again, I'll need you to mute your mic, and then I'll need you to make sure that your video is actually on and working. All right, if you have a tablet or an iPhone, it'll work pretty much the same way. But on a tablet and an iPhone, you're going to have to download the Zoom app for this to work well. It works better when it's in the actual app in lieu of being on a browser. And there's my cat. He's probably going to scream at me again about something. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and end this meeting, and I'm going to show you what it would look like if you just typed in the ID and did not click on the link. Okay, so I'm going to end my meeting. Bye. Okay, so now let's say that I open and since again, this is a Mac, I have the app, okay? Just like I would on an iPad or an iPhone, okay? So this is what my app would pretty much look like, all right? So I will open that, and it'll say join meeting, okay. Now we'll go back to my email. Here is the meeting ID. This is a reoccurring meeting, so that meeting ID is not going to change. So I'm gonna copy and paste that. And then I'm going to go back to my meeting ID, and I'm going to put that in there. All right, and I'm going to ask to join. Now, it's going to ask me for my password because it thinks I'm joining not as the host. So I'm going to go ahead and type that in. Hopefully I'll type it in right. If you don't type it in right for some reason, just try it again. All right, so there it goes. So it's going to ask me if I want to join with video. So again, I do want to join with video because I need to see you guys, okay? I'm going to join with video. It's going to pop up again. Okay, and again, we want to make sure that in this little corner down here, if you can see it, that little mute is clicked off, but your video is on so that I can see you like you can see me. Okay, and it should be that simple. So let me go back to my email for just 1 minute. Okay, so back to this email. So if you open it in an app, you can type in the meeting ID, and then when the password pops up, it's pretty easy. It's crossridge right here. Okay, it is case sensitive, so make sure that you type it in correctly. Okay, and then when the meeting is, hi again, over, I will click. Mine will say actually end meeting, and it'll ask me if I want to end meeting for all. Yours will say leave meeting, okay? And you may leave the meeting. The one thing that I do want you guys to do is I'm going to go through this chat button right here. So there's a chat right here, and that'll open a separate window. It'll do it on your iPad or your iPhone as well. All right. And in the chat window, if you are a Silver Sneakers participant, I need you to type your name or send me an email that you were actually in class. I should be able to see you, but it doesn't mean I'll be able to see you well enough to guess who you are. So if you don't mind, if you would type in that you attended, and in that way I will be able to actually submit to Silver Sneakers, and I might actually get paid for a class or 1 or 2 or something here along the line. So I would really super appreciate if you would do your attendance here. This is what I do with my Reynolds kids. I have them type their name here that they're present, and that's helpful. Now, you can always close the chat out after you've done that if you want. You don't have to, but you can. And the chat can actually be a completely separate screen pop out if you prefer, so it's not in your way. But again, completely up to you and how fancy you want to be. Or, you know, after class, just email me that you attended, and that way I can kind of keep an attendance log. That would be really helpful. Okay. Do also remember that you are exercising at your own risk. If you have signed your Silver Sneakers liability, then we're all good. But do remember, I'm not there in person, so it's harder for me to see what you're doing. I will make all the appropriate cues, but please remember that you are exercising at your own risk. I will send a list of things in the email. So when you get this email here, I will send a list of things that you're going to need for class. Do the best you can with what you're getting from around the house, because it doesn't have to be perfect. If you take your weights home and things like that, that'll be great. If you don't, it's really not that big a deal. We'll figure it out. Okay? All right, well, we're going to give it a try on Thursday, so hopefully my audio will work and everything will be great. And I look forward to seeing you guys. I miss seeing you, and we'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.